You're listening to the SMH podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to SMH Podcast, episode number 15. My name is Jacob.
And my name is John.
And we're the McGrath brothers.
McGrath brothers.
Yeah, we timed that well. Today is a very special episode, and we are with co-presidents Dante and Dylan.
Congratulations, guys. Good job.
Thanks, guys. Such an honor to be here.
I bet. Do you guys have any words you want to give to the students now that you're their co-pres? Any words? And I know it's been a long journey. You know, you guys came from grade 9, and now that you guys are co-pres now, right? So, you guys have any words for the people that you're co-pres over?
I think we both ran.
To everybody,
just take over. I'm kidding. You go
ahead,
first.
Mr. President.
No, you go first. You go first.
Okay, I guess I'll go. Thank you to everybody who voted for me specifically. Means a lot, and I'm excited to be your president.
Dylan, any words?
Yeah, mine's basically the same thing. You know, we ran a pretty great campaign, I think, and just everyone who voted for me, I appreciate that. And for those who didn't, hopefully I can still serve your needs the best I can, and hopefully we'll have a pretty sweet year.
That's great. I would like to talk about the song, though. I really like the song. Who was that? Little Cheddar, and
Little Sims and Little Cheddar.
Yeah, I like that song.
Oh God.
Yeah, everyone was that was a big hit for most people.
That was the turning point for me. I was like, this is my president.
Yeah, it was great. Actually, it was great.
When I heard that Dylan made a song, I definitely got I got really nervous because I was like, oh my gosh, like this is gonna get him a lot of votes. But then I listened to the songs and then I was like, okay, I'll be fine.
Wow.
Well, I definitely appreciate all the work that went it. I can tell that was a lot of hard work. Oh, you've got a hardworking co-president.
Yeah, did you have any involvement in the song, Dylan?
I was like the behind the scenes stuff, like the writing aspect of it.
Oh, you wrote the song? That's
great. I helped write it, yeah.
So
Nice.
it was a group effort. The Dylan Schnurr campaign all worked together to get this song out.
Yeah, the song and even the whole campaign. I had a huge list of people that helped out with everything, so I was really grateful.
Nice.
And you had that COVID-19 video with all the words on the screen.
I did, yes.
17 hours? Is that how much it took? That's what it says here. 17 hours.
Yeah, I don't know. I just had the idea for it, and then just between getting people to send the videos of them playing, and then actually putting the text to the words, it took a pretty long time, but I think the end result was pretty good. So
Yeah, it was. I mean, hey, it was actually very good. I mean, look at you now. You're co-pres, right? So
a lot of people
they worked out.
I know a lot of the comments were people were getting emotional, and I'm like, damn, I must have done a good job then.
Yeah, it was really well done. I was I even said in our co-president group chat between all the candidates, I was like, Dylan has had this in the bag since day one. This video, this moment, just concretely solidified his place.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, if you think about it, he all the way back in elementary, Dylan. It's been a wild ride for you, my friend. From valedictorian all the way to co-pres now in high school. So, congrats, man. You did an awesome job.
Are you going to be valedictorian again, Dylan?
I don't even know if we can actually run, but I was planning on it, but I don't know if co-presidents are allowed to. So
yeah, you can.
Oh, really?
The leadership
that's an adventure for the end of next year. Hopefully we can pull through and become it. That'd be pretty sweet.
That would be, yeah.
I'm excited for all of your initiatives. You guys have a lot of initiatives. That was something that I noticed. Because not to hate on the other people who ran, but like they didn't really have any initiatives. You know, you guys went and created like a whole list of things that you were gonna do. And
Yeah, I would definitely say that Dylan and I did probably. I think we did the most when it came to the initiative aspect, at least in our campaigns. And I'm planning on following through with all my initiatives. I think they're all really good ideas. Same with Dylan.
so you guys gonna work together? So wait, I don't really understand how like the president thing works. Is it like, are you like the president of like the SAC team, or like how's it work? Like what are you guys? What are you guys in like the school politics?
Yeah, so we have our student activities council, which like we run basically like all the events like semi-formals and whatnot, like the coffee houses and whatnot. So obviously Max and Liam were kind of like the heads of that last year. And basically what they do is they kind of like oversee kind of like the members, which like we were last year, and it's kind of like the people who like help organize and kind of like plan those events. So really, it's kind of like it's almost like a management position in a sense, but you still have that. You can still do your own things, like initiatives, like Dante and I both had. So you can still kind of like do your own things as well, but you're kind of helping lead and guide all of the other members within your council, if that makes sense.
That does make sense. Exam distress week. I see therapy dogs. Will I get to play with the therapy dog in like in preparation for exams in exam distress week?
Yeah, I noticed a lot of like colleges and universities around here have been doing a similar thing. I look towards I know Conestoga College did or does kind of like an exam de-stress week. So I was looking through all their stuff, and what they actually do is they bring in like therapy dogs, and it's just for people to like kind of be around. Supposedly calms people's nerves, so I thought that'd be a good idea to add in.
Dog allergies.
Well,
there's
just take some like
allergic dogs, you know, like the ones that don't
shed. That is true.
Let the dog get poodles hair.
Well, I don't know. Just don't go if you're allergic.
Exactly. Or just take some allergy pills or some shit and just man up.
There you go.
Everything clear.
Reactant.
Yep. So I got a question for you guys. Throughout your campaign, did you guys have like an idea, or like did you think something about like, what was the most unfair aspect of the voting here, or was there one, or does it seem as fair as it could have been?
I think the voting was. I think it was like as fair as it could have been. I don't know. Like I think everybody was we were all given the same amount of time. We were all given the same rules to follow in our campaigning. I think the only disadvantage that I had was this podcast because everyone was on board with me and Dylan except for John, and I want to know what's up with that.
Whoa.
Well, actually, I never said that I wasn't up for either of you. I said one of my votes was for either of you. I'm not going to say who because I don't want to cause any trouble here. So
yeah, but the vote was for Dylan, though, right? You didn't vote for Dante.
I didn't vote for somebody here.
Okay. Who was the person who wasn't me and Dylan? Dylan.
But I just want to say congratulations though to all of the other candidates. I mean, even if you didn't make it, or for all the other candidates out there, you guys are all awesome. Good job for trying out and everything. I mean, even if you didn't make it, you guys are also leaders for showing up and trying your best. So, good job for everybody.
I wanted to show up. I wanted to be I wanted to run for president, and unfortunately, I didn't meet any of the requirements that you need to run for president, because there's like a bunch of them. It was like a 15-page form you had to fill out. I saw that. There was
a lot of stuff.
And there was like, you gotta be like 80 average. You got to like be like a leader ship position or whatever. And I was like, I don't have any of this. But I'd be a great leader. They'd just have to take my word for it, though. I got nothing to prove it. But you guys obviously did. And that's very
Send
good.
SAC application. Try to be on SAC next year.
Yeah, I don't want to be on SAC though. What is it? The Social Activities Club Council?
Student
It's a
activity.
council.
That
Social
sounds
activity
fun, like
council.
Star Wars. You know, like the council? The council will decide your fate.
Something
Anyways.
like
Yeah.
COVID catch-up week. That's a thing that Dante put. And John infamously said, "I don't want to catch COVID." What is
Yeah,
COVID
after I
catch-up week?
heard
I was just joking around, but yeah.
when you guys pointed it out, I was like, oh, maybe it was a bad idea to have COVID and catch in the same title. It could have had a better name, but it would have been the same despite the name change.
I was just joking around for the sake of just joking around, though.
I've done the same.
Fine name.
Blue out improvements. What is blue out? Blue's like the, go ahead. Dante?
What was
a
the-
blue out
there we-
is like, okay, we created blue outs this year, which are basically just like it's basically home games for like sports. We had like hyped them up, and the reason why a lot of people don't even know what a blue out is because like it wasn't advertised very well last year, and like they didn't like not a lot of people would go to them. So this year we want to make them to be known so that people know what they are, but also like the dance team would sometimes perform. They would act like cheerleaders in between like halftime or like quarters. I don't really know how all sports work, but something like that. So my plan was to only have more advertisement, but also like give the dance team like outfits, so like it felt like they were actual cheerleaders, you know,
Yeah, like in America,
like that high
you
school.
know?
musical.
Like in
Yeah.
America, they have like a cool like pep rallies and stuff for like their sports. They're really dedicated. I wish that we had pep rallies. That'd be cool. I wouldn't go, but like it'd be cool if we had them.
It would be nice to have the option.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Eagle's Nest. The Eagle's Nest. What is the thing called? Eagle Vision. Eagle Vision. Both of you guys, what did you had the Eagles airtime, Dylan?
Yes.
Tell me more about that. I'm very interested.
So really, like, we've kind of noticed a lot, like the last year, and myself, like, doing announcements, whatever time we had during second semester. We often noticed that it was like, sports teams would, do big things, like especially like, St. Mary's hockey. The boys won D8, right? And they got really like hardly any credit at all. So we were kind of thinking like every Friday or like every 2 weeks, kind of putting out like a almost like a podcast is stealing your
Like
idea.
a news show?
But, yeah, like kind of like a news show, just kind of highlighting everything that's happened regarding like sports, arts, and whatnot, and then everything that's gonna happen, like upcoming events. So going to be something people can like look forward to every Friday. I'm gonna be obviously with like Dante and I. We can bring in some some guests obviously, and honestly
Yeah.
just like have like let people know what's going on, what's happened, and what they can expect for the upcoming weeks.
Yeah, that's actually great. That's a great idea, honestly. Yeah, especially the D8 team that the hockey guys. It was not the first one they won in like how many years? Like 7 years, something like that.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a long time.
I
Yeah.
feel like the Eagle Vision and the announcements are a very inefficient way to get news across, because mostly after prayer is finished, right? Everybody just starts talking,
Yeah.
and then like the teacher will go, stop talking, I can't hear the announcements, and then nobody
Yeah, for
stops
sure.
talking, and then like my teachers don't put up Eagle Vision. Like the past like couple teachers, first period teachers I've had, they just don't put up Eagle Vision. So like I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, a lot of them Eagle Vision's definitely a lot of people like teachers find they don't really care about putting it up. So
Yeah.
I don't know. We have some plans for the future, obviously, surrounding that. So hopefully we'll get more kind of like postage of.
Yeah, like they have it more separated, right? I mean, Eagle Vision. There's just so much information, like from the school. There's so much going on. It's so hard to put it in such a condensed form.
Yeah, for sure.
You want to have a bit of some separate space for different like things going on, ideas like sports, art, stuff like that, right? I think that's really good. So yeah.
After the past 2 years, I missed like the first day of cross country because I didn't know where to find when the meeting was going to be. Oh, that's why. That was also why I was like had to push to change it.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like,
good.
That's like a whole thing with like clubs, right? Like people are like, "Oh, where we didn't know that because like I'm in DECA, right? And there's like a whole problem with like people in DECA and they're like, "Yeah, my teacher doesn't put up Eagle Vision, so we didn't know when the meeting was, and we didn't know this was happening or that was happening." And it's a but I'm excited for Eagles news show on Fridays. That'd be cool. I'd
Yeah.
watch that instead of Eagle Vision. Also to how are you guys doing? How's quarantine going? How's school, online school, e-learning going?
It's really crazy. Obviously the last 2 weeks, like before this one, it was a lot of it was focusing on making campaign stuff, and like I said, my one video took like an insane amount of time. So trying to put all that together while, trying to do like English, physics, classes like that online, not too easy. But after it's all over now, it hasn't been too bad now. It's obviously really relieving now to go from staying up till 2 a.m. working on school and campaign stuff to now just working on school. So it's been nice, yeah.
So Dante, how have
Yeah.
you been?
like for me, I was spending a lot of time doing like my makeup for my campaign because my campaign was very like, inspired by a rainbow. So it was like a lot of time was dedicated to that, and then a lot of time to just making posts in general while also on top of schoolwork. So it was a lot. It was a lot of work too. It definitely kept me busy. But now that the campaign is over, it's like it feels like a real like relief, like a weight off of my shoulders because now I feel like I have so much more free time. At the same time, now I have like co-pres responsibilities to work. Like me and Dylan have already started working on our plans, like already starting to actually do our initiatives. So, the hustle never really stops, but it's just kind of slowed down a little bit now.
Right.
How's your workload been? You guys had a lot of schoolwork?
Yeah, I've been noticing like certain courses more than others. Like I power fit, like there's hardly anything to
How do you
do.
even
But
do power fit in like
Just-
online?
no, you post like workouts, and
Do you do
you're
them?
supposed to do them. Of course I do them.
Yes, of course, yes.
What? I would love to. I would love to be in that class. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I would
Hey,
also
we're
love to be in that class online. Do you have to like send videos of you working out?
No, you just fill out a form every week, like after it's done. And that's about it.
Do you fill out the form really good?
Of course I do.
A plus form filling. Yeah, I've been not I haven't had very much work. I mean, I had like in my law class, I just have like Google Forms every day. He just posts a note and then like a Google form with like multiple choice questions, and like I get 100%
I
on
mean,
everyone because it's like
from
a good
listening to
amount.
your podcasts, it sounds like you really don't do your work.
I do my work. I do
Yeah.
sometimes.
But keep.
It's just religion class. I don't do anything in religion because he doesn't make us hand anything in. So it's just like do the
Oh my gosh,
questions.
Patrick O'Donnell. He was something.
Oh,
Do you like
Had him last
O'Donnell?
semester.
tell me about it.
Absolutely. You know what? I think the man. I think he's passionate. I don't think he's passionate about teaching. I think he's passionate about his cottage life with his wife.
Hey, you guys are co-pres now. You can't be slamming the teachers. You know that,
No,
right?
no, I'm not slamming. I think I am praising him for what he's good at. That teaching, I don't know. I know that it's enjoying the outdoors.
Yeah, I was supposed to have
Since
him.
I'm Since I'm not
I was supposed to
co-president, I will
be.
slam him. He sucks.
I was supposed to be in his class, and then once I heard everything from everyone else, I switched to online religion. So now we're in that. Yeah.
Fell asleep during their religion exam. Fell asleep.
O'Donnell's quite the character. I don't know. He's
He is. He really is, dude. I remember him like freaking out, like if he had the phone out in class or whatever, which I can understand. I guess it'd be annoying, but my God, dude, he'd slam desks and
He
shit,
used
dude.
to abuse the room. He would
Yeah.
flip the desks around. He would slam on them. I remember the one time he like punched the door.
Yeah.
I was honestly kind of scared.
I have a question to Dylan. Dylan, so you said in your initiative that you're gonna like hopefully have homecoming, right?
Yes, that's a plan.
So next year, if the football season is still canceled, how are you gonna manage to get homecoming done?
If football's canceled, then I'm assuming homecoming's canceled.
Well, obviously, like next year, either way, like whether we like it or not, it's gonna be obviously different compared to what it was for the last however many years before COVID. Even if things like settle down, there's still probably gonna be like restrictions and like people worried and whatnot, which is like understandable. Obviously, if the sports does eventually, like if it is still canceled, we'll have to obviously go on without having that sports game. There's nothing really to do around it. Same really goes with every event. Like we have to follow obviously what the school board and the school will let us do. Like a lot of I think that what the big misconception is of presidents is that like sometimes like they don't deliver on their promises because like it's just them not doing work or it's them being lazy. But like a lot of times it's we can only really do kind of what the school and the school board let us do. Obviously, we'd love to do like everything that every like idea anyone could have, but it's hard to do it when there's so many rules and regulations put on kind of like by the school and the school board. So obviously we'll have to see what we're allowed to do at that time. But I know, like looking at other schools in our school board, I know Resurrection does do a homecoming and a homecoming week, as well as like many other schools. So it's definitely something we're still able to do if we're allowed to with after all this COVID stuff. So hopefully it settles down and whatever we can do, we can do.
What is homecoming?
So like homecoming it's essentially kind of like semi-formal. It's just there's a lot more kind of hype around it. It's more of like an American thing. Yeah. There's kind of like where semi's really just a dance. Homecoming, there's like I said, there's like a week associated with it. There's usually like a sports game before the dance, things like that. So it's just kind of more of like a more publicized kind of hype, semi-formal, that kind of like there's a more of a build up to it in a sense.
Like I watched Spider-Man Homecoming, so I know a bit from Spider-Man.
There you go.
I'm very excited for you guys to be presidents. I feel like you guys will do a very good job.
I appreciate that. Hopefully we do a good job. I don't know.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm sure you guys will do just fine. How recognized is a co-president's voice through the whole entire school board? Like how much would they really listen to you guys?
The whole school board, or just
like the school and like all the other like higher ups than you guys. You know what I mean? Like how much. Like I know that it's important to have co-presidents because you want to have that student to student kind of communication, and then kind of as well. Hopefully they take that and then move that information up the chain, so you can get some better things for the school, and you're listening to the students, right? But how well do you guys know? How do you guys think? I know you guys aren't actually like you guys are president now, but you guys have just started, so I don't know if you know the answer yet. But how well you guys understood up the chain?
Obviously, I think there's a lot of like not really like I guess like respect associated with the position. You know, it's a lot of like responsibility and like maturity needed to kind of like excel in this position. And we do sit on what's called like a Senate, which is basically all of the presidents from the like Waterloo Catholic District School Board. So there's 10 of us from the 5 schools, right? And we sit in and on like these meetings, and we have like meetings kind of like with the board and with our 2 trustees, which one of which is Kate from actually like St. Mary. So it helps not only our school get our voice out because she's at like a board level like advocating for us and whatnot, but I do say like the students definitely do have kind of like a voice and an impact kind of in the school board, because we're at those Senate meetings and those events, and then our trustees are at the actual board meetings themselves, like with the board executive. So I do think it's like we definitely do have kind of like a prominent voice when dealing with like issues within the school board.
All right, epic.
That's cool. Senate. You guys have a Senate.
Yeah, it's
like
it's pretty sweet.
Have you talked
something
to any
like
of the
that.
other presidents? Have you talked to the other presidents?
I've been talking to a few of them. I know like a lot of my friends from David's, 2 of them are their presidents, and I'm really decent friends with them both. So I don't know, it's been nice talking to them, and not only like them, but just every other candidate, even too, from every other school. I know I had a few friends from Res Run, and I had a few friends from Benny's, so it's nice to not only talk to them, but then eventually talk to them as co-presidents now. So yeah, I've been in touch with a few of them. I don't know about Dante, but I've been trying to make friends.
Have you been in touch?
Yeah.
With
Oh, we were all added to a big group chat. The only person that I've talked to is the other student trustee, who is I'm not sure what school she goes to, but she goes to yeah. So I've been talking with her. I haven't really had the chance to speak out to the other candidates. I definitely should. But I look forward to like meeting them and discussing them. I'm just trying to figure out how this year I have different priorities currently, trying to focus on what's going on with Mary's rather than what's going on with the other school now.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you guys got to make sure you're keeping in touch with us as well and all the other schools. So that's good. Dylan, I remember one of your stories. I think on your campaign, you were talking about how much you love Relay for Life. Is there what do you have in plan for that? Do you have anything planned in for that yet, or?
Well, obviously, we have our own separate kind of committee, which I've been blessed to be a part of for the last 2 years. And I've actually done work outside of our school with like the Cancer Society directly. So I definitely have, I think, a lot I can bring to the table. Obviously, coming back, not having it this year, unfortunately, coming next year, I think it'll be an even bigger event. And hopefully we can get kind of some SAC involvement kind of with that. I know the teacher who runs the relay committee, Miss Croft, is the best teacher hands down at St. Mary's, and she seems to have it all under control and usually picks a really good committee. So they seem to always have it under control, and I'm again proud to be part of that. But yeah, hopefully we can get some sort of SAC involvement with relay, and yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's been growing a lot actually. Every year, I think it's been improving in popularity. So, yeah, I mean, that also just goes to show that the school is growing like insanely fast. Though. I mean, the halls are
for sure
insane. Trying to go down and up the stairs and through the halls and shit. People everywhere, So yeah, that's good. I like that.
There's a lot of students in our school now. There's like
I think we're at like 4,600 kids around, like expected. I think for within the next few years. So that's not 46. Sorry, 2,600. Sorry.
I was about to say.
Yeah, 2,600. Sorry, within like the next few years.
Yeah.
So that's just crazy.
What is the biggest school in our region? Is it us or Res? Who is it?
Pretty sure.
We're the biggest one in the region.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we're the only school on the board who has 2 lunches.
Yeah.
I think
So it
all
just
the other
goes to
schools.
show it's crazy, and even the lunches we have are packed.
Yeah,
Ah,
that's true.
I got like a pitch for like an idea. I just want to know if it's like eligible for the co-pres. But basically, like John was saying, these grade nines, they don't know how to walk in the halls. They don't know where to like stand in the halls, and it's really irritating sometimes. So I don't know about you, but I've been to St. Mary's Hospital multiple times, and if you've been there, you've seen they got the little lines that show you the path, where you can go and where you can't go, and there's usually like yellow lines or like footprints to show you where you walk. And I was just thinking if maybe we could like do like a practical spray paint on like the floor there, so we can show everyone where to go. Is that a good like idea?
I don't hate that idea. I think it's pretty good. When I did Head Start, which is like when grade 9s come to Mary's like a few weeks before school actually starts, one thing I really push is like you walk on the right side of the hallway like you're in a car. Try to get it into their heads before they go to school. But I mean, if we have to put in some literal directions on how to walk, maybe we need a little bit more trust in the grade 9s. But
Skylar's just a grade 9 hater.
I also got like another idea too, though. Like, okay, think of it. You got I'm serious. Like, have you ever been to like a mall before, right? You got, like the excavator.
Mhm.
Like the little like the excavator, the one that goes like on one side and the other side. What if I was thinking like maybe we just put that like somewhere in the school. Like there's a big area like over the gym. That'd be great, right? Because like I don't know about you, but like every single Friday, I'm trying to go upstairs. This is last semester, and there's this one stairwell. It's fully packed. It's like horrible. Everyone's just going down it. They don't care what side they're on, right?
I know.
Maybe you add like a handrail instead of like maybe like the cheaper route, right? Like just add like a handrail. Maybe you can like link up with the manufacturing department, right? Look like a handrail that goes up the stairs so they can only have one side. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you were gonna ask for an escalator.
I mean, we could do that too.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were gonna.
That's not in our control, man.
I
Or
don't
like a
think you could
hypertube,
afford an escalator.
like the Elon Musk thing. You can get one of those, like the
Tunnel?
hypertubes. Yeah,
We'll get one of those going.
I'm down.
I feel like a lot of your issues are walking related, Skylar.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we could also get like like in the airport. You know how they have like the floor excavators, like the ones that like exactly right. You get like one of those that like just you put them on the hallway. Great idea, right?
I love it.
I don't know what the budget is.
I'll have funding. I'll go around. I'll go to my neighbors.
Oh God.
Like when we were kids in the Halloween.
You'd ask for money to get like a
Yeah,
little
remember like in like elementary when we used to have those like what was it? I don't know what it was for. Yeah.
The heart and stroke thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you walk around just asking. I remember that.
The just spice flowers. Yeah, those things.
Well, you can do that on your own, Skylar. Maybe.
I need help. Okay, I need recognition. And I think a lot of the students at St. Mary's would agree with me. And I think that we could really push this. And maybe be one of the first. What would you say? Automated hallways in all of Ontario.
Well,
That's a great goal. I think we should definitely work with that.
Well, I appreciate it, guys.
Can't make any promises until we take it up with the board.
yeah.
They're definitely gonna mention the escalator on the board.
Yeah, for sure.
I hope so.
But if not, though, I mean, I feel like they learn pretty fast. I feel like, though, to be honest, at least I did in grade 9. You get hit a few times and you kind of realize, yeah, I'm gonna stay to the right side of the hallway instead of the left side. So
I think it's a lot of it's on like Link Crew too. Obviously, I know Link Crew for I think a lot of us has had really helped with our transition into high school. So just honestly, it's getting them to be like, here's where you walk, or else like this might happen. And I know the teacher who runs it, Mr. Paulo, he's like, just be real with them. Like tell them tell them like your experience. So I don't know, just getting them to be like, hey, listen, like walk in the right side, or else like this might happen. Like it's unfortunate, but if people are not as
Aware.
nice as everyone else.
Yeah.
Last pitch. All right. I know, Dylan, I know you know this problem. You go downstairs to the manufacturing department, and it's like an intersection, right? But you don't have the green light ever. You know what I'm talking about? The stairway that goes right to the manufacturing department, and there's always kids going down there, and you have to just rush through there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If we just put like traffic lights there, maybe. Right?
Oh my god.
I'm just saying.
I think those will be in the budget compared to the escalator. They'll be in the budget.
All right. Like the whole budget, or
You'll have to pick one. You have to pick the escalator or the traffic lights, though, because like both. That's.
I'll do a
that's a
little
lot.
more fundraising. If anyone wants to help, just let me know, okay?
Nobody wants to help you with your escalator fund.
Wow.
Okay, I thank you and Dante and Dylan for coming on here today. We are so grateful to have you guys on.
I appreciate it.
And
Yeah, thanks for having us, and thanks for voting, or whoever you voted for. I think the election is really important because it's an opportunity for students to really have a say in what they want the student body to look like and who to represent them. So
great
thanks
way
for
to
voting,
practice
and thanks.
democracy.
D-Dog has turned from a campaign to a movement, and I appreciate that.
I remember doing that in art class, the D-Dog thing.
Yeah, that's where it started.
Yeah, I
was
remember
our-
that. As soon as I saw D-Dog, like, no way he actually did this. But anyways, guys, congratulations. Good job to everybody else as well. So, yeah.
Yes. Anyways, that concludes the episode. My name is Jacob. John.
And my name is John.
And we're the McGrath brothers.
Grath Brothers.
Goodbye, everybody.